Dragon's Dogma 2 is chalked 30 frames per second trash. Please relax. This game is not going to be trash. I mean, it checks off pretty much every single box except for optimization. So this is a real-time frame rate counter, and you can see that it's at 30 frames per second pretty steadily, but it's uncapped, which means you could get to 31, maybe sometimes 32. It doesn't look like it gets much higher than that. But if you watch in combat, it does dip down to 25, sometimes 24 frames per second, which is pretty low. But it actually stays at a pretty steady speed of between 24 and 32 frames per second, but we're complimenting a game for being 32 frames per second on a console that's supposed to be a new gen. Do I think this is game breaking? Absolutely not. Do I think that it's definitely kind of a little asterisk next to the game in my opinion? Absolutely. There is a giant visible difference between 30 and 60 frames per second, and I think the people that don't seem to care just don't know the difference. And I think a lot of gamers that are really excited about certain games are just willing to excuse it more than others. The next gen consoles should be a standard 60 frames per second at 4K.